Hey yo, what the fuck?
We all know that getting a good night's sleep is important, but do you know just how crucial it is for your mind? Let's explore how bad sleep can actually wreak havoc on your mental health.
Whoa.
First, let's understand why sleep is so important. Imagine your brain is a cluttered room. Throughout the day, you're stuffing it with boxes of information, emotions, and experiences. If you don't clear it out at night, you will wake up tripping over forgotten memories and misplaced thoughts. It's all chaos up there. During sleep, our brain goes through several critical processes like memory consolidation, emotional regulation, and cellular repair. It's like having a team of tiny janitors sweeping away the dust bunnies and organizing everything neatly for the next day. Lack of sleep directly impacts our cognitive functions. This means poor concentration, impaired judgment, and slower reaction times. Ever try to assemble furniture without the instructions? That's your brain without sleep. Confused, frustrated, and one step away from giving up. A study published in Nature Reviews Neuroscience found that sleep deprivation affects the prefrontal cortex, which is responsible for complex thinking, decision making, and social behavior. But it's not just your thinking that's affected. Sleep deprivation can make you emotionally unstable. You're more likely to feel irritable, stressed, and even depressed. This happens because lack of sleep disrupts the balance of neurotransmitters in your brain, like serotonin and dopamine, which regulate mood. Imagine trying to juggle while riding a unicycle on a tightrope during a hurricane. It just keeps getting worse. A Harvard Medical School study showed that people who don't get enough sleep are more prone to anxiety and depression. So if you find yourself crying over a slightly burnt piece of toast, it might be time to hit the hay. Ever wondered why you can't remember where you put your keys after a sleepless night? Poor sleep significantly impacts your memory. During sleep, your brain processes and stores new information. Without adequate sleep, this process is disrupted, leading to forgetfulness and memory lapses. It's like trying to save a Word document when your computer decides to freeze. Research from National Sleep Foundation found that people who don't get enough sleep are at a higher risk of having memory problems and Alzheimer's disease. So if you can't remember why you walked into a room, it might not be just old age. It could be a sleep schedule.
What do you mean by that?
The effects of poor sleep aren't just short term. Chronic sleep deprivation can lead to serious long-term mental health issues. Studies have linked consistent lack of sleep to conditions like chronic depression, anxiety disorders, and even an increased risk of neurodegenerative diseases. It's like ignoring a dripping faucet. Eventually, you're going to have a flooded area. The American Psychological Association highlights that ongoing sleep issues can exacerbate mental health conditions, creating a vicious cycle of poor sleep and deteriorating mental health. So if you think you can survive off of 5 hours of sleep, think again. Your brain might have other plans. Another consequence of poor sleep is that it can make you feel incredibly lazy. A study from the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism found that sleep-deprived individuals had higher levels of ghrelin, the hormone that increases appetite, and lower levels of leptin, the hormone that signals fullness. This imbalance can lead to overeating and, you guessed it, more laziness.